This is the Bornean orangutan, scientific name Pongo pygmaeus. These apes are native to Borneo, Indonesia, and are relatives to the Sumatran orangutan found on the neighboring island in Indonesia. This is a male orangutan. The easiest way to spot this are the large flanges, which are used for competition, but mainly used to attract females. This one earned 18 likes on Tinder, which is quite impressive.
Usually I get left on red.
They have a lifespan of about 35 to 40 years in the wild, and 50 to 59 in captivity. Orangutans will most commonly only have one baby during childbirth and maybe two, once every 8 years, resulting in only 4 to 5 children in its lifetime. It's considered the longest time between births of any mammal on Earth. These apes live in a monogamous social structure, similarly to humans. Well, I should say most humans anyway. I don't think our friend Pongo was worried about a monogamous lifestyle. If another male enters a territory that's already been taken by another male, it will result in a fight, or the dominant male will give off a booming roar called a long call to scare off the intruder. On Sumatra, there will be small groups of children, a few female adults, and non-cheek padded males, and will sometimes travel for a few days at a time. The large flanged males, however, will stay put, avoiding other cheek padded males and keeping their distance. They will compete for mates and territory, but prefer to be away from one another. The mothers will nurse the babies for 7 to 8 years, teaching them the skills of survival as an orangutan. This is the longest childhood of the great apes. For the past 60 years, the Bornean orangutan has seen a decrease in population of over 50%. Its neighbor, the Sumatran orangutan, has seen even worse numbers, with over 80% decline in the past 75 years. This occurrence has been due to habitat loss from fires, deforestation, and being hunted by poachers. I will now attempt to read the full taxonomy classification as if it were the side effects for heartburn medication. Kingdom Animalia, Subkingdom Bilateria, Infrakingdom Deuterostomia, Phylum Chordata, Subphylum Vertebrata, Infraphylum Gnathostomata, Superclass Tetrapoda, Class Mammalia, Subclass Theria, Infraclass Eutheria, Order Primates, Suborder Haplorhini, Infraorder Semiiformes, Superfamily Hominoidea, Family Hominidae, Subfamily Pongonidae, Genus Pongo, Species Pongo pygmaeus. Now, let's move on to our observations. The group we tried to reach was unavailable. Well, actually they were available, I just couldn't speak Indonesian to the locals, and it was very hard to find the nearest orangutan in the wild forest of Borneo, so we did the next best thing. Observed a group located in San Diego through a computer screen. The group I observed behaved like orangutans in the wild would behave. The male and female lounged around in the metal playground, eating occasionally, while the juvenile was a bit more active, climbing around the area where the adults were and swinging around quicker than the other two. The orangutan enjoys laying around and practicing social distancing from other counterparts, not because they can catch COVID, but because they prefer it. I prefer it as well. I can't stand people. Why do you think I chose this as a profession? We decided to check up on them a few days later to see if we can grab any other exciting observations. A group of siamangs came to play and gave me something to look at that's exciting because these orangutans lay around all day, eat, and do nothing, just like my father. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Love you, Dad. In the end, these adorable apes tend to live longer in conservation, and if that's the case, there is a possibility we can help raise the population and bring this wonderful species back to a booming number. While I'm sure they are enjoying living near the California coast, I'm sure the orangutans would love to be back in the Bornean forests in full communities.